This is News 12, Varsity's Game Time. This afternoon from the Aspen Ice Arena in Randolph, New Jersey. It's a key Gordon Conference ice hockey showdown as the second-ranked Colts of Christian Brothers Academy take on the number one-ranked Green Wave of Delbarton. Hello again, everyone. I'm Lou Brogno. Welcome to Aspen, one of the great hockey rivalries within the tri-state year in and year out. CBA and Delbarton. These teams have met many times on the ice, not only for the Gordon Cup Championship, but they've met several times at the Prudential Center skating for the state championship as well. Once again, both teams have an eye towards a great postseason run. CBA red hot at the right time of the year. The Colts 6-0-2 in their last 8 games. They're playing their best hockey of the season. And Delbarton undefeated on the year. The Green Wave at 17-0-2, 6-0-1 in the mighty Gordon Conference. Delbarton trying to keep their undefeated regular season intact. Outstanding Division I type talent on the ice for both teams. CBA features one of their top scorers in the Gordon Conference, junior Dean DeFazio. He's got 10 goals on the season, and he's assisted on 10 others for the Colts as well. And on the other side for Delbarton, they feature one of the top sophomores in the tri-state, Jack Malone, with 10 goals and 15 assists. He was a member of the under-17 national team back in August, and he played brilliantly in that tournament for them at that junction of the preseason as well. So Delbarton and CBA getting ready to skate once again. It should be another terrific Gordon Conference matchup, and we'll drop the puck in just a few moments right here on News 12 Varsity's Game Time. And we're ready to go in the face-off circle. CBA in their road blue uniforms trimmed with the light blue letters and numerals, and Delbarton, the home team here at Aspen today, in their home white trimmed with green and black. And CBA Delbarton underway. The Colts ranked number 2 in the tri-state, coming in at 13-3-4. Quick shot, and it's gloved by Jake Brown in goal for CBA, and he makes the play. The Colts, as you said, 13-3-4, 6-0-2 in their last 8 games. In their last 2 games, they tied St. Augustine 2-2 and then defeated Red Bank Catholic last week 4-0. And Delbarton undefeated, 17-0-2 on the year, 6-0-1 in the Gordon Conference. And a stoppage in play. Gives us an opportunity to get you caught up in here on what's going on with Delbarton. Of course, Delbarton beat CBA back on December 21st, upending the Colts by the score of 3-1. In their last 2 games, Delbarton tying St. Augustine 1-1 and then defeating Brunswick School out of Connecticut 3-1. So they do have 2 ties on the year, the Green Wave, but they are unbeaten. CBA trying to get it out of their own zone, and the Colts skate up to center ice, where it's played there by John Danello, and he sends it behind the goal. Played there by Troy Coburn. Troy Coburn in goal for Delbarton to our right, the senior, second-team All-State goalie with 289 saves, a 94% save percentage on the year. Jake Brown is the goalie to our left for CBA, 142 saves, 89% save percentage on the year. Danny Colon skates in for Delbarton, has it knocked away from him, and it comes back to center ice, where it's played by Michael Gordon of the Green Wave. He flips it behind the goal, and Kaplan feeds it in front to Gordon again, and he clears it out to the blue line. Andrew Boland sends it up ahead for Delbarton, and then 2 players go down on the ice. That was Mark Benamarito of Delbarton. Comes back to the blue line, where it's played here by Kaplan. He takes a shot that's deflected in front and played by CBA. Liam Noonan skates up quickly along the near side boards for the Colts, and he sends it behind the goal, where it's played there by Gordon. Gordon flips it back outside, puts it on the stick of Kaplan. Here coming across is Jack Malone. Malone, the sophomore, having an outstanding year. 10 goals and 15 assists for Delbarton. CBA intercepts and flips it out of their own zone. At center ice, it's played there by Derek Contessa. Contessa, an outstanding player last year. 13 goals and 14 assists. 5 and 7 this year for the Colts. Contessa, a senior, Here's CBA, gets a shot off, the puck loose in front, and covering up is Coburn. And then a little pushing and shoving after the whistle as well. These two teams really get after it. As we said, this is a very intense rivalry between the Green Wave and the Colts. Great respect, though, between both teams as well. CBA 2-3-2 in the Gordon Conference American Division. And Delbarton undefeated, of course, in the division at 6-0-1 on the season. Delbarton plays the puck. James Falavine sends it up ahead, and then skating quickly is Jack McGuire trying to catch up to it behind the goal. It's played by Contessa, and he flips it up ahead for CBA. Skating quickly is Will Egbert. He sends it behind the goal where it's played by Coburn. Flipped along the near side boards. 12 and a half remaining in the first period. No score between Delbarton and CBA. Two teams that come in on fire. As we said, Delbarton's undefeated, but CBA hasn't lost in their last 8 games as well. Here comes Corey Clifton. Clifton skates in, takes a shot that goes to the side of the net, and then Clifton almost gets to his own rebound behind the goal. It's flipped up from the blue line by Nick Dietrich of CBA. He sends it into the corner where it's played there by Danello. Danello flips it back outside. Here's a shot that whistles in front and goes past Coburn into the corner. Played behind the goal by Danello, a senior who's got 9 goals on the year for CBA. Delbarton gets the puck. Flips up ahead to Nick Sifringer. Here's Sifringer around the blue line, and it's knocked away. Good defense by CBA. Comes back to center ice where it's played again by Delbarton. They try to keep it alive, and Gordon has the puck here for the Green Wave. He flips it across ice to Andrew Nessel, and Nessel back to Gordon. Good pass up onto the stick of Sifringer at center ice, and he flips it on the far side to Cologne. He took the shot. It whistled up high over the outstretched glove of Jake Brown. Played here by Dean DeFazio. DeFazio of CBA flips it into the Delbarton zone, into the corner, where it's played there by Dietrich. Dietrich loses the puck, and here comes Delbarton. Here's Sifringer, who has 8 goals on the year. Sifringer takes the shots, deflected, goes up over the glass and off the netting, and play stops with 11:08 remaining in the first, and no score between CBA and Delbarton. The Colts, as we said, number 2 coming into this game in our News 12 Varsity Tri-State poll, and Delbarton at number 1. So a huge regular season meeting here between the 2 top teams. Off the face-off, the puck comes out of the zone. It's played there by Kaplan of Delbarton. He tries to flip a pass to center ice, but it's intercepted and knocked away by Will Egbert of CBA. Going back to play it is Kaplan, and Kaplan goes behind the goal to Malone. Kaplan gets it back, and here comes Kaplan surveying the ice. He flips it up along the near side boards, where it's just lifted up ahead by Andrew Boslin, excuse me. Here's Contessa, Derek Contessa across the blue line. Contessa skating in, tries a backhand shot, and Coburn makes the stop, and then is able to cover up off the rebound. CBA, coached by Ryan Bogan in his 8th season. What an outstanding job he's done with this program. Was a great player in CBA in 1994. Won the Gordon and the state championship, that team that year for the Colts. CBA trying to flip it in front, and again, Coburn covers up. And on the other side for Delbarton, Bruce Chattel in his 16th season at the helm of the Green Wave. And no coach in New Jersey high school hockey history has had more success than Chattel. We'll have another face-off, and the net comes off its moorings. 10:15 remaining in the first period, and no score here, Delbarton and CBA. Jack Malone goes in to take the face-off for Delbarton, and Corey Clifton skates in for the Colts. Very quiet here in Aspen for this face-off. Not only could you hear the puck drop, you can hear a pin drop. As it's taken behind the goal here by Bayard Hall of Delbarton. He sends it up ahead, and Bennett Marino trying to catch up to it there for Delbarton. He's ridden off the puck by Nick Dietrich. And Jake Brown, the sophomore, able to cover up. And Brown's done a good job in goal this year for CBA. Of course, taking over for Sonero, who was the outstanding goalkeeper for the Colts the last few years. Tough to replace a goalie like that. But Brown's done a nice job. Up ahead, Delbarton trying to clear it out of their own zone. And CBA getting in there quick. And now we might have a penalty. Let's see. Nope, just offside. Offside the call. No penalty. Shots on goal in favor of CBA early on, 3-1. Here's Hall. Bayard Hall sends it up ahead, puts it on the stick of Jack McGuire, and he flips it into the corner for Delbarton. Back to the blue line it comes, but skips over the stick of Hall, and CBA has the puck in their own zone. Ryan Tierney up ahead for the Colts. Behind the goal, played there by Colbrin, and he flips it up along the boards. Sippringer trying to poke at it, but CBA skating very well early on here. Timmy Grable gets back defensively for the Colts. There's a puck that comes back outside the blue line, and that is offside. Face off just outside the Delbarton zone. Well, Egberg takes it this time for the Colts. And Mike Balzarati in there for the Green Wave. Delbarton wins the face-off, and Michael Gordon goes back to play it. Balzarati. McGuire takes the shot that goes wide. And McGuire chases down in the corner. Danny Colon gets to it. And the puck gets away from Dietrich there. As Danny Colon gets there first. Dietrich takes a shot into the boards on the far side. He gets up slowly. And he heads back to the bench. He is hurting. Dietrich, the senior, with 11 assists on the year, took quite a shot there on the check. 8:36 left here in the first. No score. Delbarton and CBA. Jared Kaplan trying to beat Ziffinger. And it is offside. .8:25 left in the first period. Played here by Delbarton. Back to Gordon. Gordon to Kaplan. Kaplan puts it on the stick of Malone. Malone trying to come across center ice. He does get back to the puck and sends a head up to Boslin. Boslin in the corner. Two CBA defenders close in on him, and then trying to clear it out was contested. It goes all the way down. Icing the call on the Colts. The faceoff will come down in the CBA end. Only a couple of regular season games left for both of these teams. The Gordon Cup tournament will begin next week. Gordon Cup final scheduled for Saturday, February 18th at the Cody South Mountain Arena. There's a good chance these two teams could be in that final, although St. Augustine and Don Bosco Prep certainly might have something to say about that. Figures to be a tremendously competitive Gordon Cup tournament, as it usually is. Delbarton won the Cup in 2015, but last year CBA won the championship, and they beat Delbarton in that Gordon Cup final 3-1. There's a bouncing puck in front. Malone trying to get to it. And covering up is Jake Brown. You mentioned 3-1. Well, 3-1's a pretty popular score. As we said earlier this year, Delbarton beat CBA 3-1. Last year in the state championship, Delbarton beat CBA 3-1. And in the Gordon Cup championship last year, CBA beat Delbarton, you guessed it, 3-1. Shot taken from just inside the blue line by Hunter Macy. Face off to the left of Jake Brown. 7:06 remaining in the first. No score between the Colts and the Green Wave. Back to the blue line and center ice it comes. Hunter Macy gets to it there for the Green Wave. He circles back and then flips it onto the stick of Max Williams. It skips off his stick though, and it comes all the way back into the Delbarton end. Hunter Macy goes back to get it for the Green Wave, and he sends a pass that will go all the way down, icing the call on the Green Wave. So the faceoff will come back into the Delbarton zone. Face-off controlled by CBA, and they get a quick shot in on Coburn, but it went a little bit to the side of the net. Now the puck comes all the way down, and giving chase is Cologne. Cologne gets there, ridden off the puck by Timmy Grable of CBA. Grable pokes at it. Puck comes around the boards. Big check delivered by Siffringer in the corner. And here's Contessa. Derek Contessa flips it back outside. Shot put on goal, and it's deflected away by Coburn as Will Egberg took that shot. It comes back to the blue line and skips all the way to center. Sam Weber goes back to get it here for the Colts. Weber, an outstanding senior defenseman for Christian Brothers. He has it here. He circles around in front of his own goal and looks to carry across the blue line. He does and sends it all the way down. Coburn able to play it as he comes out of the crease. He flips it along the near side boards, where it's played there by Balzerati of Delbarton. Contessa loses. Good job there by Nick Siffringer, who picks the pocket. Siffringer, trying to go coast to coast, is taken away from the puck in front of the goal. It goes behind the net, played here by CBA. Cologne kicks it just in front of the goalie Brown of CBA. Delbarton keeps it. Balzerati comes back outside to Kaplan from the blue line. Gordon tries to keep it in. He does. He sends it into the corner. Here's a quick shot that's taken there by Benamarino, and it deflects off the boards and comes all the way back to center ice. That's center ice. It's sent all the way behind the goal, where it's played by Timmy Grable of CBA. Grable tries to dig it out in the corner, and two Delbarton defenders converge on him. Benamarino is slapping at the puck. It comes back outside. Malone, he backhands it into the corner, where it's played by Benamarino. He tries to feed it then in front to Boslin, but it's knocked away from him. Here is Malone. Malone gets a shot off and whistles one just wide of Brown. It's flipped out by CBA, but kept in by Benamarino. Delbarton out shooting CBA now 5-3 here in this first period. Intercepted by Andrew Nessel of Delbarton, and he flips it all the way back into the CBA zone. Delbarton putting a lot of pressure on the Colts over the last 2 minutes or so. Good job there by Jack McGuire of Delbarton to get to the puck. And Andrew Nessel sends it back to center ice. Again, Delbarton flips it up ahead. Here's James Falavine, who puts it on goal, and Jake Brown able to cover up. So Delbarton asserting themselves over the last 2 minutes of play. They've now outshot the Colts 6-3 here in this first period. Broken stick on the ice, and the official carries over to the bench. 4:05 remaining in the first. No score between the Colts and the Green Wave. CBA wins the faceoff, and quickly up ice comes Corey Clifton. Clifton feeds it in front, trying to find John Danello, who has 9 goals on the year, but he couldn't get a good shot off, and it's deflected away by Delbarton. Banged off the near side boards and kicked ahead here by Harrington. Pat Harrington could not get to the puck, though. Good job defensively by Ryan Tierney of CBA. Corey Clifton trying to carry in for the Colts, but it's taken away by Danny Colon. Colon across center ice. Colon across the blue line. Colon flips into the corner, where Ryan Tierney of CBA gets there first. Colon, though, still has possession for the Green Wave. And then trying to knock it back towards the goal was Bayard Hall. Delbarton still has the puck. Balzarati flips it along the boards. Here's Colon. Colon still there in the corner. Balzarati can't get to the puck. It slides along the far side, and Colon slaps at it. Puck is still loose at the blue line. Picked up there, though, by Clifton. Corey Clifton flips it back now to Sam Weber, and CBA tries to settle down. Clifton carries across the blue line. Clifton, nice move as he gets around Hunter Macy. Clifton then sends it to Contessa. Contessa trying to slap at it. Derek Contessa circles around. He comes up front. There's a shot, rebound, and Coburn able to kick it away. Good save by Coburn, but the puck was dangerously loose in front. Here comes Siffringer against two defenders, knocked away by Christian Brothers. Will Egbert across the blue line, feeds ahead to Contessa. Contessa flips it in front of the goal, where it's gloved there by Michael Gordon, and CBA still slapping at it on the far side boards. 2:15 remaining in the first period. No score. CBA and Delbarton here at the Aspen Ice Arena in Randolph. Back to the blue line. It is played there by Chad Schneider. Schneider for CBA sends it all the way down the ice. Coburn comes out to play it. He tries to leave it there for Jake Kaplan, but a big hit delivered there by CBA to knock the puck loose. Here comes Malone. Malone skating in, takes the shot, and a glove save by Jake Brown. Jack Malone had some pace on that shot. Looked like it was going to be a little high, and Brown reached up and gloved it. 1:53 left here in period number one, and CBA and Delbarton no score at the Aspen Ice Arena. Glad you could join us on this Monday afternoon. This game rescheduled, originally scheduled for January 31st, but one of the rare days this winter where we had some snow, and CBA unable to make the trip from the Jersey Shore. So they postponed the game, and it was rescheduled for today. Of course, the game that had to be played in the Gordon Conference, key regular season contest. Big hit delivered by Christian Brothers on Malone. That hit was made by Sam Weber. Malone gets right back up to his feet. Behind the goal is Andrew Boslin. Boslin has it. He tries to feed it in front to Benamarito, who was camped out in front of the crease. Now from the blue line, slapped in by Kaplan. Kaplan trying to feed Jack Malone behind the goal. Malone kicking at it, trying to dig it out, and CBA sends it down the ice. But Michael Gordon there for Delbarton. Gordon skates in, less than a minute now left here in the first period, down to 45 seconds to be exact. It comes back to center ice, where it's played by Delbarton. There is Kaplan. Kaplan reverses his direction, now comes across center ice and flips it behind the goal. Jake Brown goes there to play it for CBA. At the blue line, Dean DeFazio. DeFazio sends it up ahead to Liam Noonan. Takes a shot, kicked away by Coburn. Coburn, a kick save, a beauty there. It comes back to the blue line. Shots on goal in favor of Delbarton, now 6-5. 14 seconds left in the first period. CBA slaps it back towards the goal. It goes behind the net where it's played there by Delbarton. Backhanded pass goes to Andrew Nessel, and the first period comes to an end. So end-to-end action between these two outstanding teams, but at the end of one, there's no score between the Colts and the Green Wave. First period comes to an end. CBA nothing, Delbarton nothing. Second period upcoming. 6-12, Varsity's game time. Welcome back to News 12, Varsity's game time. Lou Brogna with you here at the Aspen Ice Arena. Number 1 ranked Delbarton hosting number 2 ranked CBA. As we get ready for the second period, scoreless. Delbarton out shooting CBA 6-5 so far in the game. That first period, jam-packed with action, skating up and down the ice. Both teams were flying, but neither team able to muster a goal. Several scoring opportunities, both goalkeepers sharp. So Troy Coburn in goal to our left, and Jake Brown in goal to our right as we begin period number 2. No score between CBA and Delbarton. Rematch of last year's state championship game at the Prudential Center and last year's Gordon Cup championship as well. Puck lifted behind the goal, where it's played there by Delbarton. That's Nick Hahn who gets there first for the Green Wave. He tries to flip it out and does, and CBA sends it back. CBA skating right to left on your screen here in this second period. And the Colts send it to center ice, where it's intercepted there by Balzerati. Mike Balzerati sends it behind the goal for the Green Wave. And Sifferger gets there for the Wave as well, but it's taken away by CBA and sent all the way down the ice. This will be icing on the Colts. So the faceoff will come down in the CBA end. First minute of play of period number 2. Delbarton last year losing to CBA in the Gordon Cup final 3-1. The year before, Delbarton won the Gordon Cup in 2015. Played by the Green Wave at center ice, intercepted by the Colts. John Dinello sends it across. CBA flips it back to center ice. And Delbarton goes back to chase it. Hunter Macy behind the goal. He backhands it out. Nick Litanici gets there for CBA, but it's intercepted by Delbarton. Andrew Boslin carries in. He tried to feed it over to Benamarino, and it's taken away by the Colts. Corey Clifton flying up the ice. Clifton trying to split 2 defenders. It's knocked away beautifully by Jack Malone, and then he's upended by Dinello of CBA. Malone gets to the puck and puts it on to the stick of Boslin. Boslin skates in here for Delbarton, puts the brakes on in the corner. It's taken away, though, by the Colts in the corner, and a lot of bodies there trying to dig it out. Gordon gets there at the blue line, sent towards the goal, and it goes just wide of the net. Corey Clifton plays it here for CBA, and he flips it up to center ice. He puts it now onto the stick of Dinello. Dinello trying to skate in against Gordon, and the puck lifted up over the glass and out of play. 12:57 remaining second period. No score, CBA and Delbarton. Delbarton has placed more Division I players than any other school under head coach Bruce Chattel. One of those Division I players, of course, Kenny D'Agostino, and he has been called up to the NHL's St. Louis Blues. So congratulations to Kenny. I know Delbarton very excited. That puck is sent towards the goal, goes to the side of Troy Coburn, where it's played here by Delbarton. Comes back to the blue line, slap shot, score! CBA takes the lead. The slap shot by Sam Weber from the blue line might have been deflected in front, and CBA grabs a 1-0 lead. Derek Contessa gets the goal. So Contessa coming up big in a big game. The senior with his 6th goal of the year. And Contessa with the misdirection, with a little redirection, if you will, in front of the goal, beats Troy Coburn, and CBA has a 1-0 lead. Huge goal for the Colts. So CBA strikes first. Weber, though, took that initial slap shot from the blue line, and he really had some pace on that. It was a wicked shot, and then Contessa redirected it into the net. 1-0, CBA. Colts with the puck at the blue line. Comes back outside, played at center ice, and Delbarton gets to it. Shots on goal are even now at 7 apiece. Played here by Jack McGuire. He puts it on to the stick of Harrington. Pat Harrington carries up ahead. Here's a quick shot that whistles up over the crossbar. Taken there by Bayard Hall. That came for the blue line as well. CBA comes back to center ice. Across it goes to Kyle Contessa. Kyle Contessa, just a freshman. 4 goals and 7 assists on the year. to the blue line. Played there by Malone. Malone loses it as Derek Contessa all over the ice. This is the Derek Contessa we saw last year when he had a terrific year for CBA. 13 goals and 14 assists last season for the Colts. Here he carries up on the far side and is played there by John Sonero. Sonero in the corner, Contessa digging at it, and Delbarton comes out of there with it. Malone, it's sent along the near side boards, played by Boslin. Boslin sends to Malone behind the goal. Boslin gets around two defenders. Now it comes back outside, played by the Colts, and a good pass onto the stick of Contessa. Here's Derek Contessa, takes another shot and scores! Derek Contessa! Sends that one up over the shoulder of Coburn, just underneath the crossbar. And Contessa, unless it was deflected in front, Contessa took a wicked shot. Looked like it was clean when it went in off his stick. We'll wait for the official call. But if so, it would be his second goal of the second period. And CBA has a 2-0 lead. Trying to hand Delbarton their first loss of the year. But there's a long way to go. 10:47 remaining second period. Up ahead, Delbarton's Mike Balzerati. He sends it behind his own goal, and it's played up to center ice. And here comes Balzerati. Balzerati skates in, but nobody home there as he tried to deliver it to Siffringer. Back into the CBA zone it comes, where it's played there by Nick Dietrich, and he sends to center ice. Here's Siffringer. Skates in against two defenders, and Jake Brown able to cover up. And the goal is awarded to Contessa. The assist from Sonero. It's Derek Contessa, who came into the game with just 5 goals on the year. He's got 2 today. 2 here in the second period. As we said, he's a big game player, and he's showing up certainly today against the Green Wave. Up ahead, it comes to center ice, where it's played here by Delbarton. Quick slap shot and a glove save by Brown. Good shot by Jack McGuire as he cranked one up towards the goal. Talking before about Kenny D'Agostino, by the way, and my good friend Sean Riley tells me that D'Agostino was the leading scorer in the AHL prior to being called up by the Blues. So he had an outstanding season in the American Hockey League. We wish him luck, one of the great players, one of many great players who have played here for Delbarton. .9:30 remaining second period. Christian Brothers Academy on top with a score of 2-0. 2 second period goals by Derek Contessa. This puck sent ahead. Played there by Michael Gordon. He sends it across. Delbarton trying to find some offense. CBA trying to even the season series. Puck loose in front, almost redirected towards the goal. Played by Kaplan. Here's Gordon who slaps it towards the net. And Contessa clears it out to center ice, where it's re-intercepted by Kaplan. Kaplan, a good job to get away from a defender. And then up ahead it comes to John Sonero. Sonero, here's a quick slap shot that's sticked aside by Coburn. Good save there by Troy. And here comes Delbarton, quickly up ice. Andrew Boslin trying to center for the Green Wave. 8:25 left in the second period. CBA with a 2-goal lead. Contessa in front, but it's knocked away by Gordon. Good job by Gordon defensively to get there for the Green Wave. Here is Malone skating against 2 defenders. Now he takes a quick shot that goes just wide of the goal. Into the corner, it's played by CBA. These 2 teams flying up and down the ice. Corey Clifton in the corner. Clifton flips it up off of the referee's chest, and then comes across on the far side. Clifton gets to the puck on the far side of the ice. Into the corner, he flips it to John Danello. And Jack Malone clears it out for Delbarton back to center ice, where it's played there by Timmy Grable of CBA. At the blue line, Clifton. Corey Clifton across the blue line. Clifton takes a shot, gloved by Coburn. 7.5 remaining in the second. CBA now has outshot Delbarton 11-9, and the Colts have a 2-0 lead. Delbarton coming in at 17-0-2 on the year. It's CBA at 13-3-4. This CBA program, so much success under Ryan Bogan. It's a shot that is deflected, and Delbarton comes back to center ice. Nick Siffringer skating well across the blue line. Siffringer takes it into the corner. Siffringer still poking at the puck there for the Green Wave. Comes back outside. There's a shot that goes up off the shoulder of Jake Brown, taken by Danny Colon. Back to the blue line. Gordon lifts it up in front. Siffringer gets to it, feeds it back to Gordon. Here's Siffringer across the ice, and that pass gets away past Nessel. Michael Gordon has to go back to play it here for Delbarton. 6:35 left in the second. 2-0 CBA. Puck sent up ahead by Brendan Clark of Delbarton. And Ryan Siffringer gets to it as well for the Green Wave in the corner. Hunter Macy takes the shot, and that skips off the shoulder there of Jake Brown in goal for CBA. 10th shot on goal for the Green Wave in the contest. Here's Macy. Macy sends it all the way back behind the goal, and getting there is Max Williams for Delbarton in the corner as well. Williams to Ryan Siffringer. Here's Williams. Williams comes back to the blue line. Kaplan. He goes across to Macy. Takes the shot. It goes wide. Karam's all the way back outside next to Kaplan. Kaplan keeps it in play here for Delbarton, and it's taken away. Corey Clifton steals for CBA. Sent up ahead is John Sonero. Sonero sends it into the corner, and the puck goes up over the glass and out of play. 5:38 remaining here in the second period. 2-0 CBA. We have not had a penalty, by the way, called in this game. It has been an incredibly clean, crisp game. Faceoff comes to the left of Troy Coburn. From the blue line, Andrew Boslin sends it back. It's deflected by the Colts. And played by Nick Hahn. Hahn trying to clear it out. Clifton gets there first for CBA, but his pass comes out of the zone. Now a race for the loose puck. And getting there is Benna Marino. He's pulled down, but no call as he just slips down on the ice. And it comes back to center ice and all the way down, and icing will be the call. We talked about CBA's great success under head coach Ryan Bogan. 2014 and 15, they won it all, the New Jersey non-public state championship both of those years. They've won 3 Gordon Cups since 2010. They won it in 2010, 13, and 16. Defending Gordon Cup champs, CBA. Of course, Delbarton, the defending New Jersey state champions. At center ice, played by Gordon. Sent ahead to Boslin, who sends it behind the goal. Played here by Malone, who backhands a pass right in front, skips right through the crease. But nobody there to receive it there for the Green Wave. Quick shot, kick save by Brown. He's been sharp here in this contest. Again, puck right in front, and it's knocked out and lifted away by Timmy Grable. 4:25 remaining in the second period. Delbarton trying to put some heat on now. They've They've been outshot 12-11 in the contest. Jack Malone lifts it ahead. Ooh, dangerous plays. It bounced wickedly in front there of Brown. He watched it skip right over his shoulder. Behind the goal, played here by CBA's Sam Weber. Back to center ice. Slapped at by Garrett Silverman of CBA. Delbarton unable to get anything going here offensively. Up ahead it goes to Danny Colon. Colon, though, is knocked off the puck by Silverman. On the far side, it's rescued by Kaplan. He sends it towards the goal. It whistles well wide. Balzerati tries to play it for the Green Wave. Hunter Macy gloves it, puts it back down on the ice, tries to center in front to Sifringer, but he can't get to it. Now Sifringer does get to it, takes the shot, gloved by Brown. He lost the rebound, but nobody there in front for Delbarton to clean up. Kept alive here by the Green Wave. They still are able to get to the puck. They slap it back out to center. Now CBA's got a 2-on-1, but getting back brilliantly was Jalen Kaplan. Beautiful play by Kaplan defensively. CBA had a 2-on-1 developing. Here is Sifringer. Sifringer across the blue line. Sifringer waits for help, takes the shot, and a glove save made by Jake Brown. 2:42 remaining in the second period. CBA leading 2-0 over Delbarton. Face off to the, to the left of Jake Brown. Slap shot is deflected in front, went off the ankle of Jack McGuire. Comes back to center ice, and Gordon goes back to play it for the Green Wave. Gordon sends it ahead. It will go behind the goal. And icing will be the call. Face-off will come all the way down in the Delbarton end. With 2:25 left in the second, CBA leading 2-0. Colts undefeated in their last 8 games. They're 6-0-2, playing their best hockey of the year. And Delbarton, of course, undefeated on the season. CBA trying to hand Delbarton their first loss of this campaign. Puck played behind the goal. Here's Gordon, backtracking to Malone. Jack Malone flies across the blue line. He goes across, quick shot taken there by Andrew Boslin. Went off of the shoulder of Brown. Here's the puck loose in front, score! Delbarton slaps one home. They had a lot of traffic in front. Might have been Benamarito, could have been Boslin. We'll wait and see. Both number 17, Andrew Boslin, and number 11, Benamarito, were both there. We'll wait for the official call. But Delbarton's on the board, and they have cut the deficit to 1. It's 2-1. Huge goal for the Green Wave, desperately needed. Minute 45 remaining in the second period. See if that ignites the fire for Delbarton. 3 goals scored here in the second period. Derek Contessa with 2 goals for CBA. And Delbarton able to answer there, putting the puck on net, creating traffic in front. Sifringer flips that one right through the crease, and then he gets to it behind the goal. Sifringer again tries to feed in front, looking for Balzerati. And it's played here. Here's a quick shot, goes up off the shoulder and up over the glass as Danny Colon took the shot. And the goal is scored by Andrew Boslin, number 17, the junior, his 9th goal of the year for Delbarton. So it was Boslin in front. It's a huge goal for Bosland, and it's 2-1, CBA. Minute 14 remaining. Looks like one of the Delbarton players might have lost his mouthpiece. Andrew Bosland comes over to get it. Face off to the right of Jake Brown. Bosland gets to it, comes back to center ice where it's played by Macy, and he flips it behind the goal. Now Nick Dietrich. Dietrich for CBA, flips it along the boards. In front, backhand shot by Malone. Oh, Malone with a beautiful shot and a big save by Brown. He just got enough of it. Bosland with a great pass in front to Malone to set that up. Here's Macy to Kaplan, and a chest-high save made by Jake Brown. So Delbarton now putting on the pressure. They've now outshot CBA 20-12 in the game. But they trail on the scoreboard 2-1. Last minute of play here of period number 2. Here's Macy, takes a slap shot from the blue line. CBA clears it to center ice. Flipped up ahead. Backhanded pass, trying to feed Danilo behind the goal. It comes back to center ice, where it's played there by Sam Weber of the Colts. He flips it up ahead, and Delbarton backtracks into their own zone to get it. Hunter Macy. Long pass up ahead to Benamarito. Trying to center, but nobody home there for Delbarton. Just 5 seconds remaining. Corey Clifton takes a shot. Kick save made by Coburn. And that'll do it. And then Contessa gets into it on the far side with Benamarito. Officials get in as both players get tangled up. And those are two key players. Mark Benamarito, 11 goals for Delbarton. Of course, Derek Contessa for CBA. So our score at the end of 2, CBA 2, Delbarton 1, and the third period upcoming here from Aspen Ice Arena on News 12, Varsity's Game Time. Welcome back to News 12, Varsity's Game Time. Lou Brogna with you on the call here at the Aspen Ice Arena in Randolph. It's been a great one so far, as you might expect, between the two top teams in the News 12 Varsity Tri-State area. CBA coming in at number 2, 13-3-4 on the year, and Delbarton number 1, undefeated, the Green Wave, 17-0-2. CBA behind 2 Derek Contessa goals in the second period has a 2-1 lead. Andrew Bosland able to get a goal for Delbarton to slice that lead down to 1. So we begin the third and final period. CBA 2, Delbarton 1. Second meeting of the year between these two teams. Delbarton winning the first meeting back on December 21st by the score of 3-1. This is a rematch of last year's state championship won by Delbarton, and a rematch of last year's Gordon Cup championship won by CBA. Delbarton skating right to left on your screen. Benamarito with a beautiful pass in front to Malone, and Delbarton swiping at the puck in front of the CBA goalie Jake Brown. He's able to fall on top of the puck. Delbarton had a big opportunity there, but the Green Wave unable to cash in. Delbarton has outshot CBA 21-13 in the contest so far. Off the face-off, it's controlled by CBA. Here's Contessa. Derek Contessa races across the blue line, shoots and scores! Contessa beats Troy Coburn. That's a hat trick for Contessa. His third goal of the game. And CBA takes a 3-1 lead. Huge goal by Contessa as he gives the Colts a 2-goal advantage in the first minute of play of the third period. Delbarton now with a hill to climb to keep their undefeated season intact. Knocked away. Here's Contessa who steals. His pass is knocked away though as he tried to deliver in front of the goal, and Delbarton comes back the other way. Varsity skates in, he shoots, and Brown makes the save. .13:39 remaining third period. CBA 3, Delbarton 1. CBA winners of 7 state championships, beginning in 1983. They won it in 91, 95, 96, 2005, 14, and 15. Also won 8 Gordon Cup championships. First one in 1991, of course, last year as well. These programs just goes on and on. Delbarton, of course, 11 state championships. That's more than any other school in New Jersey hockey history. They've won 9 of the last 16. And remember, they won 6 straight between 2008 and 2013. So you are watching 2 of the top programs, not only in the state of New Jersey or the tri-state. These are 2 of the top programs really in the nation. We're certainly up there in the conversation. Jake Brown plays it behind the goal, centered, but nobody there for Delbarton. Giving chase is Andrew Nessel. He goes back to get it here for the Green Wave. 2 minutes gone by, third period. CBA with a 3-1 lead. Here's Boslin. He's got the lone goal for Delbarton, and a slap shot taken from the blue line by Michael Gorton, but played nicely by Brown. Jake Brown has had a very solid game in goal for CBA. He has 22 saves in this contest. Delbarton out shooting CBA 23-14, but the Colts on 3 Derek Contessa goals have a 3-1 lead. Here's Corey Clifton. Clifton across the blue line, and looks like offside will be the call on the Colts. Face-off will come just outside the zone. We have not had a penalty called in this game. These are 2 well-schooled, well-coached teams. Off the face-off, controlled by Siffringer. He comes back to Bayard Hall, and he flips it along the near side boards. It'll be an icing call. 2-line pass, coming back down into the Delbarton end. 12:23 remaining in the third. 3-1 CBA. And in case you're just joining us, that score is no stranger to these 2 teams. It was 3-1 earlier this season. It was 3-1 in last year's state championship. It was 3-1 in last year's Gordon Cup championship. Pass in front, and it just skips over the stick of Danny Colon, who could not tee it up. He had a chance to put it in net. It was a wide open net. In front, Clifton almost able to redirect it into the goal there for CBA. His shot went just wide. Varsity sends it behind the goal. It's played there by Bayard Hall. He puts it up ahead. And now going back to get it is Gordon. That was dangerous right in front of the crease. He was able to get to the puck. Lifted up ahead by Delbarton. And Hall skates back here for the Green Wave. Sent to center ice where it comes across the blue line. And it's played there by Sam Weber's had a solid game defensively for CBA. Skating around, then behind the goal, Michael Gordon. There's a quick shot that just goes wide. CBA peppering a shot towards Troy Coburn. Quick shot is deflected in front by Timmy Grable. And the puck comes back to the blue line. Played here by Sonero. John Sonero, he flips it to Contessa. Contessa skates in front, takes the shot that just goes up off the shoulder of Coburn. Contessa bidding for his 4th goal of the game. CBA able to keep it alive. Sonero sends it behind the goal. Delbarton unable to get control of the puck. Ryan Tierney sends it behind the net. CBA still has it. Here's Contessa. Contessa tries to angle it towards the goal, where it's deflected there by Hunter Macy of Delbarton. Big open ice check delivered there by Liam Noonan of CBA. Five minutes gone by, 3rd period. CBA up by the score of 3-1. Here's Benamarito in front, and Jake Brown covers up as Jack Malone was bearing down on him. Look ahead for these two teams. CBA will have another game tomorrow. That'll be in the Shore Conference as they take on Red Bank Catholic. CBA with that oddity of a schedule where they actually play in the Gordon Conference and in the Shore Conference. They actually play in both conferences. But they do not participate, by the way, in the Shore Conference tournament. They'll play in the Gordon Cup, of course. Puck in front, knocked away. CBA trying to clear it out. They send it across the ice by Nick Linanici. And here's a quick shot by CBA, which is gloved by Troy Coburn. 8:48 left here in the 3rd period, 3-1. Christian Brothers Academy on top. Delbarton has outshot CBA 25-15. But the Colts, by virtue of the great hat-trick performance of Derek Contessa this afternoon, they have a 3-1 lead. Up ahead, it goes to Danny Colon. Colon skating well. Colon takes it behind the goal. Colon looking to find someone cutting in front. Tried to deliver it to Siffringer. Siffringer digs it out. Balzerati slaps at it. And the puck knocked away. Just sticked aside there by Jake Brown. Looked like the net might have come loose. Face-off will come outside the blue line. 8 minutes, 11 seconds left. Jalen Kaplan flips it into the corner. Andrew Boslin tries to catch up to it, but cannot. Hunter Macy tries to play it at center ice for Delbarton. Knocked away here by CBA. Contessa delivers on the left wing. Quick slap shot. Good play there by Coburn as he was able to get his stick up in his blocker and was able to make the save for Delbarton. Delbarton breaks out. Benamarito skating well across the blue line. Sends it towards the goal. Coming out of the crease to play it was Jake Brown. That shot deflected in front by the Green Wave. Puck again comes back in front of Brown, the goalie, but it's lifted out by CBA. Contessa gives chase here for the Colts. Puck lifted up at center ice, almost hit the scoreboard, which overhangs at center ice here. Hunter Macy trying to get a shot off from the blue line. CBA swarming on the puck here. Behind the goal, played by Ryan Tierney of the Colts. And CBA breaks out. Garrett Silverman flips it along the near side boards. It comes back to the blue line, played by the Colts at center ice. And it gets away, skating quickly, Max Williams. Williams has it here for Delbarton in the corner. Williams can't center though, and CBA the other way. DeFazio, Dean DeFazio takes the shot. That is kicked away by Coburn. Corey Clifton intercepts at the blue line. Clifton for CBA, takes it into the corner. Clifton still has it, slaps it back. Here's a shot opportunity. Clifton sends one towards the goal. And it goes just wide. Six minutes left, 6 minutes even, remaining in this third period. We still have not had a penalty in the game. 25-17, Delbarton out shooting CBA. But the Colts lead it 3-1. Imagine CBA 6-0-2 in their last 8, looking for their 14th victory of the season. Here comes Mike Balzerati, centers in front. Brown able to kick it aside to the blue line. CBA breaks out. Drop pass delivered. Corey Clifton trying to wrap around. Shot, score! In front. Not sure if it was Clifton who gets the goal. I think it may have been. Well, it has not gone up on the scoreboard. It looked like a goal was scored, but no goal. So no goal is the call. Corey Clifton looked like he had put it in, but apparently I guess the net came loose. So there is no goal. Here's Malone, takes the shot, kick save made by Coburn. Still 3-1 the score. 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Another shot made by Malone and another save by Jake Brown. His 25th save of the game. Shots 26-17 in favor of Delbarton. Faceoff comes to the right. Banged off the glass, gloved by Kaplan. Jalen Kaplan skates in. Kaplan sends one towards the crease, sticked away there by Brown. Here's Macy, takes a long shot. That blasts by the net. Kept alive by Delbarton behind the goal, played there by Boslin. Boslin trying to dig it away from two defenders. Here is Malone. Jack Malone has it for the Green Wave. He goes across the ice Quick shot taken by Macy. Again, is deflected in front. Malone to Benamarito. It's picked off there by Contessa. Another long shot winding up Macy at the blue line as Delbarton tries to put the puck on net. 4.5 remaining in the third period. CBA with a 3-1 lead. Benamarito keeps it in at the blue line. Flips it behind the goal where it's played there by the Colts. In front, Boslin takes a shot as he's sliding down, and then that shot goes wide by Kaplan. Delbarton working hard. Benamarito sends it back to Malone. Jack Malone tees it up to Kaplan. Kaplan to Macy, back to Kaplan at the blue line. Takes a shot and a save made by Brown. 3:57 remaining in the third. 3-1 CBA. Shots on goal now 29-17 in favor of Delbarton. But Jake Brown, the sophomore goalkeeper, has been brilliant. 3 goals scored by Derek Contessa of CBA. They try to hand Delbarton their first loss of the season. They're 3 minutes and 50 seconds away from doing so. Back to the blue line, it skips all the way out of the zone, and giving chase is Bayard Hall of Delbarton. The Green Wave with a little sense of urgency now as they are down by 2 goals with 3.5 left in the contest. Flipped up behind the goal, played by Bayard Hall of Delbarton. He gives to Balzerati. Hall tries to flip it out of his own end. Cologne puts it on the stick of Sifringer. Sifringer across the blue line, puts the brakes on. Sent up ahead to Cologne, and is played behind the goal by Nick Dietrich of CBA. Dietrich finds Danello, John Danello, back to the blue line. Delbarton able to keep it in at the blue line. Now CBA skates out of there with it. It's a 3-on-1 for the Colts. Here's Clifton, sends it in front. Slapping at it is Danello, and covering up is Cobran. Nice play by Troy Cobran as he's able to make the save. He keeps Delbarton in the game. A goal there would have been disastrous for the Green Wave, so it's still a 2-goal contest, 3-1, with 2:53 remaining in the third period. Face-off controlled here by Delbarton, but CBA gets to the puck at the blue line. Played there by Ryan Tierney, and giving chase is Corey Clifton on the far side. Garrett Silverman there as well for the Colts. Back to center ice, played by Liam Noonan. Here is Benamarito. Over to Malone. Jack Malone puts the brakes on, tries to center back to Benamarito. Mark Benamarito comes back outside to Macy. Hunter Macy tries a drop pass back to Malone, but it's cleared out by the Colts. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Boslin sends it ahead for Delbarton. It goes behind the goal. And you'll have an icing call. Face-off will come down into the CBA end with 2:02 left in the third period. CBA trying to split the regular season series with Delbarton. And you've got a timeout called by the Green Wave. So Delbarton calls a timeout. Bruce Chattel wants to talk about it. His team down by 2 goals. A very unfamiliar position for Delbarton with 2:02 remaining in the third period. It's CBA 3 at Delbarton 1. So following Delbarton's timeout, face-off will come to the left of CBA goalie Jake Brown. Delbarton pulls their goaltender, Troy Cobran. Empty net now for the Green Wave. So they get an extra skater on in the last 2 minutes. Puck comes all the way down the ice. Hunter Macy gets there. He sends it across and puts it on the stick of Kaplan. to Sifringer. He flips it behind the goal. Extra skater out there now for Delbarton as they're down by 2 goals with 1:35 remaining. Again, net is empty for the Green Wave. CBA gets it, sent to center ice, deflected by Macy, and Macy flips it up over the glass and out of play. 1:28 remaining in the third. CBA with a 2-goal lead. They're up 3-1. This could be the second of possibly 4 meetings this year between these two teams. They could see each other again in the Gordon Cup tournament, which begins next week. And they certainly could see each other in the state tournament as well. Up ahead, trying to get to the puck. CBA scrambling defensively, giving up his body was Kaplan. Again, there's no one in net for Delbarton, and CBA's pressing in the Delbarton zone. Now the Green Wave come out with it. Cologne across the blue line, less than a minute, final minute of play. Sifringer takes the shot that's deflected in front. Down to 50 seconds left, and there's a shot put on net. Comes off the shoulder of Jake Brown, and the puck sent all the way down the ice, and icing is the call on CBA. So the faceoff will come in the Colts zone with 46.4 seconds remaining. CBA, it appears, on their way to a gigantic victory on the road, looking to knock off Delbarton. Delbarton defeated the Colts 3-1, exact same score, back on December 21st. That game was played, though, down in Wall Township at the Gold Coast Arena, the home ice for CBA. Face-off to the right of Jake Brown. And Malone trying to slap at it behind the goal. Another save by Jake Brown. 29 saves in the game for Brown. Delbarton has outshot CBA 30-19. But CBA has the most important number, and that's 3. They lead it 3-1. Quick shot by Benamarino is knocked away to the side of the net. Last 30 seconds of the contest. Delbarton down by 2 goals. Here's Sifringer. He flips it up ahead, and then it goes up over the glass and out of play with 20.1 seconds remaining. CBA about to win their 14th game of the season, and in their last 9 games, looking to go 7-0-2 in their last 9. As we said, they are playing their best hockey of the year, no question. That shot goes all the way down the ice. Not really a shot, just a pass. A clear there by CBA. 9 seconds remaining. And the puck hits the post on the open, empty net. 2 seconds, 1 second. CBA defeats Delbarton by the score of 3-1. Huge win for the Colts. The number 2 ranked team in our tri-state poll improves to 14-3-4. 7-0-2 in their last 9. And for Delbarton, their first loss of the season. The number 1 ranked Green Wave, no longer undefeated. They dropped to 17-1-2 and 6-1-1 in the American Division of the Gordon Conference. We'll be back to talk about CBA's huge win here on the road at Aspen Ice Arena in just a few moments. On News 12 Varsity's Game Time, once again your final score, CBA 3, Delbarton 1. Welcome back to News 12 Varsity's Game Time here at Aspen Ice Arena. Huge win for CBA as they knock off Delbarton by the score of 3-1. Standing by with Derek Contessa. Hat trick today for Derek against Delbarton. Congratulations on a tremendous game. What does this victory mean to you guys at this point in the season?
It's a huge win for us. It's like we haven't. This is their first loss, and it's great that we could beat them, and it's a real like morale booster for us. Like, we haven't won many games in the Gordon, but this is the one that matters, the one before the playoffs start, just to get us rolling. So I think this is a very big game for us to win.
Derek, you guys are playing your best hockey of the season, no question about it. I think in your last 8 games, you guys are 6-0-2. Do you feel like this team finally has come together now over the last 10 games or so?
Yeah, I think we're really starting to get together, really become a group, really become a real team. Like, we're all getting good passes together. We're crashing net. We're doing everything the coach is telling us to. So I think we're really starting, we're learning how to play hockey together. I don't know how to say it, but I think we're doing really well.
And always extra special, right? Anytime you can get a win against Delbarton, right?
Oh, yeah. It's biggest rivalry, I think, for high school hockey between CBA and Delbarton. I think us pulling out the win was huge for us.
And, of course, there's always a possibility you might see these guys again.
Oh, I think for sure we're going to see them again. I can't wait till we play them again. It's very exciting when we play them. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we see them in the state finals, or hopefully someone knocks them off and makes it a little bit easier for us. So we'll see what happens.
All right, Derek, congratulations on a tremendous game, and good luck the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
All right, Derek Contessa, 3 goals here today, propelling CBA to a huge win over Delbarton. That'll do it here from the Aspen Ice Arena for our entire News 12 Varsity team. I'm Lou Groton. Thanks for joining us once again. Final score, CBA 3, Delbarton 1.